Hey guys, how's it going? This is Autobot JCB here again for another How to Transform video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to transform the 2005 Transformers Cybertron Primus. For those of you who are fans of the Transformers Cybertron series, and for any Transformers series for that matter, you guys will know that Primus is the planet Cybertron, which is the homeworld of the Transformers. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the three different modes that Primus has. One is his battle platform, his transport mode, and then of course his alt mode. Now, before we get going, for those of you who have Primus figures, you guys will know that he came with the Omega Lock when he was released, and then in addition to that, he came with his very own Cyber Planet key. Now, Primus key is very special to him, and if you turn it over, you will notice that there is a code on the back, which is SP8U. And like I've stated in some of my other Transformers Cybertron videos, you could go over to the Transformers site when this series was out, and you could type that code into the Transformers site, and it would give you different information about the corresponding character. Now, in the series, the Autobots are actually trying to find the 4 gold Cyber Planet keys, and those keys are guarded by Override, Metroplex, Evac, and Scourge. One thing I typically like to do when I have this on display is I will actually put their keys in the Omega Lock, because for me, it honestly just looks right rather than having an empty Omega Lock or just randomized keys in it. But anyway, so I was going to do show you a size comparison to Cybertron with the Transformers Armada Unicron. However, I realized that in my Transformers Armada Unicron video I did a while back, I actually did do a size comparison. So if you guys want to go check out that video, it's in my playlist, and you guys can see the size difference between these two while they're in their planetary mode. I will be showing you guys the size difference while they are both in their alt mode. And I actually have Unicron sitting off to the side. He's just waiting patiently. And we're going to go ahead and get going. All right. So as you can see here, we have the planet Cybertron. We have the planet Cybertron in our hands right here. I absolutely love that they incorporated little tiny cities among other details. Like you can see like all the circuitry on Primus. Haven't ever really been sure what this is supposed to be. Some type of like meteor impact crater or something like that. In my opinion, I believe that this port right on the top of him could potentially be represented as the Well of Allsparks, considering that it actually, when it's slid over in this position right here, it actually lines up right with the center of the planet. I suppose it could be considered the Well of Allsparks. However, I don't know if that had been established as a location on Cybertron at the time of this release. I do know that for Transformers The Last Knight, which was released in 2017, they did come out with a second Primus figure. Unfortunately, it was a really weird repaint of this guy. I don't actually have one, so I can't show you guys the paint scheme difference. But I don't know why they didn't just try to come out with a new variation of Primus. But anyway, to get back on topic, we're going to go ahead and jump into the first of his 3 transformation modes. So in order to get this started, what you're actually going to need is you're going to need the Omega Lock. And you'll see right here that he has the Omega port. And if you insert the Omega Lock into that port, you'll see that the Omega Lock will light up. It does have a little button on it. Now, when you do this, when you have it inserted, it kind of unlocks the keeper pins or lock pins, whatever you have on here. And what that will do is allow you to slide this whole tower section, and it will allow these sections of his body to flip out. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you that one more time. So we'll go ahead and lock that back in. So we got the Omega Lock set up. We're going to go ahead and slide it back. And as you do, these 2 pieces of him flip out, and he has these cannons that come out. And then what you can do right here is go ahead and flip this piece up, and now you have battle station mode right here. Pretty simple to do. Now for his transport mode, we're gonna move some pieces a little bit farther. this is actually really simple. If it makes it easier, go ahead and remove the Omega Lock. Now for his battle station mode, we just need to keep all these pieces, his transport mode. Keep all these pieces out just the way they are. Go ahead and flip him over, and just go ahead and flip that down, bring this all the way straight, just like this, and then spin it around. And according to the instructions, that's transport mode, apparently. Yeah, that looks really weird in my opinion. Although, I didn't design it, so I just bought it. But anyway, so as you can see here, he's got a pretty weird looking transport mode. In my opinion, I guess for a Cybertronian transport, it's definitely Transformer-esque looking. That's all I can come up with, honestly. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on, and now I'm going to show you part 3 of his transformation. Just give me 1 second, and I will be right back. All right, and we're back. As you guys can see here, I raised the camera up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. As you can see right here, we've still got him in his transport mode. Now, to get him into his alt mode, all we really have to do is we just stand him straight up, turn him, and this piece right here is actually Primus's chest. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come right here where this Omega Lock port is, and we're going to insert the Omega Lock, and then we're going to turn clockwise, which will flip all these sections over, and it'll flip out this huge armament. All these rocket pods will be facing the other way. These right here will actually just kind of click out just like that. And then in here, he has like this little claw looking thing. I'm not really sure what this is for. It's kind of stubborn when it wants and doesn't really want to come out. So I'm not even gonna bother. Anyway, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the Omega Lock, and we're going to move it over to this other side right here. And we're going to insert it here, turn it counterclockwise here, which will flip out the other section of the armament, and we'll flip out those rockets right there. And we'll go ahead and take out the Omega Lock one more time. The next thing we'll do is we'll come down here, and these 2 blue panels that are right here, go ahead and flip this one out and this one out, because those are Primus's feet. So now we can stand him up, and wow, he's got a lot of dust on him. Sorry, guys. Go ahead and separate his legs right here. 1 click out each direction. And the next thing we'll do is we're going to take the Omega Lock, and we're going to put it right in this port, right in the center of his chest. And as we do, the Omega Lock will light up one more time. And then as we push up, these will spring up, and his head will spring up out of his chest. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go, just like that. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm trying to do it slowly so you guys can see. But as you push up, it will make his head spring up into position. Now his arms are exposed. Now, ordinarily, when you do that, there are some lights and sounds. Unfortunately, I don't have batteries in Primus for right now. But anyway, so there's Primus, and we'll go ahead and bring his arms out to the side. He does have some pretty good high-quality ratchet joints in his arms and his elbows. We'll go ahead and we'll pull out his fists, just like this. Now, he does have some semi-posable hands. Some of the figures for the Cybertron line do. What I like to do is I typically will turn his hand up so he can actually hold the Omega Lock on my display. But anyway, so there's one hand right there. And we're going to go ahead and come right over here. And we're going to pull this other hand out just like this. And we'll slide his thumb off to the side and pull out his fingers. And then there we go. We have Primus transformed and ready to go. All right. So the next thing I wanted to show you was that the ability with Primus's Cyber Planet key. Now, like I said, you can either put the key in the Omega Lock with pretty much any key you want, or you can do what I do and take the 4 gold Cyber Planet keys that come with the planetary leaders for all of the other Transformers colonies. Now, I know typically in the show, he will actually have the Omega Lock hanging off his back. That's entirely optional. In my opinion, I think it just makes his back look weird when he's got this huge spike hanging off of it. But it is what it is. Now, like I said, in regards to his Cyber Planet key, or any Cyber Planet key for that matter, on both of his arms, he actually has Cyber key ports. And if you guys saw the episode where Primus actually fights Starscream, you guys will know that when Primus activated his Cyber Planet key, it activated his the huge blasters that were on his wrists. Honestly, I think it was pretty funny in that episode that Starscream thought that he could actually take on who is essentially the Transformers god. He honestly didn't stand even a remote chance of beating him once Primus got powered up. Maybe if the Autobots had gotten a little bit of a delay, or had gotten delayed a little bit, trying to get him all powered up, he may have gotten a lucky shot in and did some damage. But yeah, honestly, Starscream, if you're gonna fight Primus, you're gonna get wrecked. I especially thought it was funny that when Primus was swinging down with one of the moons that he used as a weapon, you actually hear Starscream yell "Mama," which is funny because Primus created Starscream, gave Starscream his spark. So yeah, it was one of the funnier episodes. One thing I forgot to show you is that these cannons that he has on top of him will actually fold down, and these do actually fire. They do actually have triggers, and they just have these rockets that are mounted in them. And these can be fired while he's in his alt mode, while he's in his planetary mode, wherever you have them out, they'll fire from. So anyway, guys, so there's the Transformers Primus, Transformers Cybertron Primus figure. Now what I want to do is I want to show you a size comparison to Primus in his alt mode. And we're going to do a size comparison with Unicron in his alt mode. Give me 1 second. I'll back up the camera in just a moment. But as you guys can see right there, just looking at him, you guys can tell Unicron is still bigger than Primus. Personally, with these two designs, I still think Primus has a superior design. Unicron's was honestly just, yeah, I can't even think of what to say about it. But personally, I like the Primus design. But anyway, guys, so there is the 2005 Transformers Cybertron Primus with a brief appearance by Unicron. If you guys have any other ideas for other Transformers you'd like me to try and do, feel free to comment below, even hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and I will do what I can to help you out in the future. Until then, bye.